Hi, I'm Alex from Wilkinson Cameras, and today I've got the brand new Fuji XF 150-600mm lens. This brand new lens from Fujifilm is their longest to date and is clearly aimed at sports and wildlife enthusiasts. With a full frame equivalent length of approximately 229 to 900mm, it's an absolute beast. But pair this with a 1.4 converter and you've got yourself a 315 to 1260mm lens. Wow. Thankfully, it's got a built-in stabilisation up to 5 stops, and we're pairing it with the brand new X-H2S for the ultimate sports and wildlife combo. I'm going to be testing out in a couple of locations. Hopefully, if I'm patient enough, I'll be able to get some deer in the field behind me and maybe some garden birds too. Failing that, you're going to be seeing some photos of my cats. They're all rescues, so don't be alarmed if you spot a missing ear or a missing tail. They just had a bit of a rough start to their lives. I've also put this to the test at Ironman UK in Bolton a few days ago. If you're not sure what Ironman is, then it's a grueling ultra triathlon consisting of a 2-mile swim, a 100-mile bike ride and a marathon. Fortunately, with this nice long lens, I was able to capture some nice close-up shots of the athletes while safely on the sidelines. Initial impressions, it is so lightweight. It weighs just over 1,600 grams. For context, that's over 1 kilo less than a Sigma 150-600mm sports lens for DSLR. I've been using the Sony 200-600mm lens a lot recently, and that is massive. I was expecting this to be of a similar weight, but it's so much lighter. It really is very light for this focal length. It's also really nicely balanced. The X-H2S is so light, and the two really complement each other. We're definitely seeing new mirrorless lens designs shifting the weight and the balance of their lenses. I am super grateful for this because I particularly like shooting with longer lenses, but I'm also not the strongest, and who wants to drag heavy kit around with them all the time? We need to talk about how nice this lens looks. Okay, I'd never buy a lens based on its looks, but if I've just spent $18.99 on a new lens, it's certainly a nice bonus. The paint finish is just gorgeous. It's a sort of pearl effect and it's really tactile. I'd be a bit concerned how well this would stand up to pro use long term, but I'm sure Fujifilm have thought of that, and it does feel like a really good quality lens. The body is made from a magnesium alloy for minimum weight and maximum durability. It's light, but it just feels really good quality. So far, I really like this lens. It is so lightweight, it's really balanced. The tripod mount on it is really nice, it's just the right size. Because it is a longer lens, I do like to use that to support it when I'm shooting, but it is light enough that I could get away with it just handheld if I wanted. It's beautifully finished. It feels quality, it looks gorgeous, it zooms very smoothly. First impressions are really good. If I was going to change anything, I would like it to be a little bit faster. It's an F5.6-8. I would like it a little bit faster, but you're not going to get it at this weight and at this price. I think it's $1,900, but I need to double check. You're just not going to get that. You know, there is a compromise, and I think the compromise is the aperture on it. It'll be fine for most people. I just want it to be a bit faster for me. I like really fast lenses. I like the bokeh in the background, but this is performing well, and yeah, I think it's going to be a really good investment for sports and wildlife photographers on the Fuji system. Did you know, and I only recently found this out, pro lenses are often white or grey in colour to reflect the light and therefore reduce heat whilst being used in hot conditions. Keeping the heat low ensures that there's no optical changes or distortions internally. So not only do white lenses have a pro look, it's actually a really practical feature. I really didn't have to worry about that at Ironman, as we spent most of the morning getting rained on. Fortunately, it is weather sealed, so you're covered for all environments. On to the technical specifications. The lens consists of 24 lens elements in 17 groups, including 3 extra low dispersion or ED elements and 4 super ED elements. Fuji claim this will deliver an advanced level of image resolution edge to edge across the entire zoom range. Special coatings have been applied to help reduce chromatic aberration as well. The autofocus system, driven by a linear motor, is fast and precise. I tested this with the incredible new AF system in the X-H2S for the ultimate performance, and as you'll see in some of the photos, I even got the rain captured. The cyclists and runners' faces are beautifully sharp, and the background bokeh is pleasing. The bokeh isn't the standout feature of this lens, but it's not going to be when it's a super telephoto with an aperture range of 5 to 6.8. If you want beautifully creamy backgrounds, you'll need a much faster aperture lens. But as you can see, the results on this are perfect for this type of use and really helps your subject to stand out nicely. It's also compatible with Fuji's 1.4 and 2x teleconverters. So with the 1.4, that takes you to an equivalent focal length of 315 to 1260mm in full frame terms. You do lose a stop of light with this, and it's not the fastest lens to start with, so you need to consider this as you will have to up your ISO, especially as it's likely you'll be using this for fast moving subjects. The 5-stop image stabilization on the lens, when combined with a body like this in particular, will help quite a lot. We got some really nice shots with the teleconverter in place, despite the overcast weather on the day. The internal zoom ensures that the balance of the lens remains consistent and should also minimise any chances of dust entering the lens. It is dust and weather sealed in 19 locations, so you won't need to worry about using that anywhere really. The internal zoom also ensures that it's quieter to use. Autofocus is near silent as well, so combine this with shooting an electronic shutter means that wildlife isn't going to be startled either. There's a minimum focus distance of 2.4 metres at the 150mm end. That's not bad for a lens with this focal length and really adds to the versatility. The tripod foot is massive and Arca-Swiss compatible. Of course, you can change the position with ease depending on whether you're shooting portrait or landscape. It's great for hand holding when on the move, but it also allows you to balance it with a range of bodies on a tripod, a gimbal head or a monopod. Speaking of monopods, I've just got my hands on this ProMaster air support monopod, and it is brilliant when using a long lens like this, or for video when out and about. It's just so easy to use. You just pull it out and then push it down when you're done. No messing. There's a link in the description if you want to find out more about this. There's 4 customizable buttons, which are set to focus hold by default. These are sensibly placed for ease of use, and I found them really useful to ensure that I was locked onto the correct subject. There's 4 buttons at the end of the lens. Focus limiter from 5 meters to infinity, one for switching to aperture control from the camera to the lens, and an AF preset button as well. It takes an 82mm filter, and the included hood has a window to allow you to adjust a circular polarizing filter without having to remove the hood. I used this lens for several hours while shooting Iron Man the other day, which is just testament to how light it is. The stabilization was impressive and it handles really well. The images we got using it were sharp and great quality. I'm sad that the wildlife hasn't come out to play today. I would love to have seen how this performed with birds and other animals, but the test images I've seen elsewhere and the action photos I got of the cyclists and runners give me no cause for concern whatsoever. If I was going to change anything personally, I'd probably prefer the aperture ring to be marked and for the lens to have a bigger aperture. I'm really lucky to work where I do because it means I get to use the fast aperture telephoto lenses, and I'm a bit spoiled in that respect. But the reality is that a bigger aperture would come at the cost of both weight and price. Fuji have struck a really nice balance with this lens, both literally and features wise. For a truly portable super telephoto lens at a price point of $18.99, this is a great addition to your Fujifilm kit, and one that has definitely been missing from the lineup. If you want to see how it performed on the new X-H2S, then check out our full review video of that here. And if you want to place an order for the 150-600 F5.6-8 R, LM, OIS, WR lens, then there's a link below for you. And we've popped a link for our upcoming in-store days so you can see if Fujifilm are going to be available near you soon as well. What do you think? Have Fujifilm ticked all the boxes with this lens? Is the price right? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you want one? What would you like us to review next? As always, please let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other socials too. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all the links are below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Also, don't know if you can see this tractor behind me, but that's why I've been shouting throughout most of this video. Go away, wind. Gas men, don't dig up the road. As you know, the minute we actually start filming this properly, someone's going to start mowing the lawn. Hi, my name's Alex my name's wait, what did I say last time? Hi, my name's Alex, and hi, my name's Alex. I'm Alex from Wilkinson Cameras. I'm Alex from Wilkinson Cameras. Okay, I'm hungry.